Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oops.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Ooh, no.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Yes.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
So
I
you're
have
the
to say
evil
this, though,
one.
this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure
3.
whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you
Yes.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Probably
I mean, look
not.
at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what
I've
your
already
purpose
got
in
the
this place
victory.
is?
There's a tree.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending.
Okay,
Just
fine.
you being blown to pieces.
I shall
Will
go
you cling
here.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Happily ever after. Here we are in our very own doom. Because I wanted to try what would happen if I wouldn't turn the mind control off. So here we are. In our office. Poor employee 427. Nothing we can do. Just try to wander off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It could be. Now I'm a very cute little girl and go
When
immediately
Stanley
to
came
left.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Let's enter left. Just like he wanted me to.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here we are.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I wanted to know what would happen if I would put this number here before he would have time to say that. So now we cannot even go anywhere from here yet. That's fun.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
yes.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Ooh. I just wanted to know what would happen. Well, I can say that I've been enjoying this so-called story thus far quite a lot. It's been very entertaining, even it's just been walking
Stanley
through
walked straight ahead through the
corridors.
large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think we have enough strength for anything, pretty
Now
much.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's no freedom to be had in this place. Indeed, I know this.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It
I
was
accept it.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Will I
For
get
he
uploads?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Will I get uploads from you for doing this right? My dear little narrator. Mind control idle, awaiting input. Off. Where are we now? I do not see anything.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No, I don't think it's ever over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
So beautiful.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
I think this will not be the
perhaps
true.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I don't step yet? But I'm not really sure if I believe this. It looks like it's just a scenery. It doesn't look like a door. It does not look real at all. So peaceful, so calm. Very pretty blue colors again. Just like I said, it was a very pretty room that we had been spending some time in. Yes, let's go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. Whoa. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Okay. Well, I think I'll be quitting at least for now. Even though I'm sure there might be some other stories, but in the end, it is very nice to be ending when you've beaten the game. Right? Right. I think I might be, or someone could actually just maybe beat. I don't know what would happen. Could someone try to survive from the nuclear strike? Maybe he would have given us more time if we had been running through from button to button or something. I do not know. But this was a very fun little game and I do not regret it at all that I bought it. So, I hope you enjoy my travel to the Stanley Parable and I shall see you next time. Thank you everyone and see you.